Robbie Floyd, Peter Miller here for the ECBC, Peter, the Emerald Coast Blue Marlin Classic. You like this one, don't you?
Oh, yeah, Robbie. I've been up there at Sandestin. Beautiful waters, great fishery, big boats, a lot of fun, a lot of great food, too.
81 teams took off into the Gulf of Mexico, the 21st running of the ECBC. Fun times always, especially if you're catching the first Blue Marlin of the tournament. Liquid Apple. This was in the morning of day one, 11:02. They got it done quick.
That lure, to me, looks like my old lure I used to use called the Rasta Rebel. I named it that. I don't know what they call theirs. Yeah, that's right. He was listening to Bob Marley when they put him out, and he wanted to smoke that lure.
Oh, I like what you did there. Get up, stand up. They're making sure they're getting it back.
That's a full covering board right there.
All right, when you don't have long arms, you got to do what you got to do.
That's
Quantify it. They've got heavy arms. They've been holding a lot of trophies lately. A second place and a first place coming into this one. And believe it or not, the team that typically catches whites and sails catches a blue marlin at the end of the day. Come on, are you kidding me?
That is the way they do it. When you're good, you know? It's everything all in one for those guys.
Boy, good. Let's move to day two. Kyler with a sailfish on. Now, this is more like it. Not just one, not just through, not just 5, not just 10. Man, they hammered the sailfish this week.
They sure did, and I love the way they get low on those sailfish. They take a wrap on that leader, it's light leader, and they just pop them off, and the fish swims away. Circle hook rusts out, and that fish is going to be eaten the next day, if not 2 days from there. But we got another blue on for those boys.
Yeah,
Jay Graves cranking them in. They got that leader in the tip already. They're wiring that fish, leadering that fish, and it's another nice one.
You end one day with a blue, you start the next day with a blue. I mean, come on.
That's when you're wearing your underwear right. That's when you turn your head to the left side. You got everything just perfect. You don't want to change anything.
All the changes in one pocket. Now Kyler with the sailfish. I mentioned they caught a lot of sails.
That was the surprise sail where they had the fish on, they reeled them up to the boat, and they weren't exactly sure what it was, and the sailfish popped his head out. They're like, it is a sail.
How you doing?
That's 75 points. Thank you very much.
James David with a northern 75-pointer. And what's better than catching one sailfish?
Catching two.
Doble. They got 2 on at the same time. Again, when you say it, it happens in multiples. You know that they run in groups there.
Birds of a feather flock together, Robbie, and you can see that telltale sailfish little waggle. They go sideways, but he's ripping it up next to the boat. He's trying to get another nibble on that dredge.
And another fish late into the evening for Quantified. Rebecca, let's talk about them. Another strong finish. They're in it for this championship. They caught whites and sailfish in this tournament. No blues. That's a little surprising because everybody else above them in the top 5 caught blue marlin.
Yeah, you're right. They got 3 whites, 4 sails. They got John Ramming on the boat. Reed Jones. They got 7 billfish. They're on a big F&S boat. And dropping back, John Ramming hooked up. Tip low.
Captain Clint Clark, that 63-foot S&S. Sailfish were to be had. Certain times of the year, I mean, it could have just as easily been whites, right? We've seen that before, but it happened to be a sailfish.
Yeah, sometimes you park on them, and that's what you're dealing with, and you're gonna catch as many as you can until you wear them out and you hit your next spot. These guys have sonar equipment that can see so much, and they can tell what fish they're looking at through their sonar. They keep moving, redeploy the baits. Maybe they're gonna catch whites in the next section.
Cody with a catch there. Again, Rebecca with 4 sailfish. Less than half as many as Quantified would end up for the weekend, but more than anybody else of our SSC teams.
Yeah, you got Reed Jones right there with a white marlin, 632. Nighttime's coming. It's nice to get another fish under your belt. Feels good, and you're fired up for the next day. But then you got Bud Donk out there on that massive platform that they call home. It's a 76 Whitaker.
James Stanley captaining that vessel. Sammy Hargroder winching her in. Getting to use that fighting chair to her best ability. Now, I'm seeing some different finnage on that one. We got sailfish.
Yeah, she's got a lure and she's got a sailfish on, and she worked that fish very quickly to the boat, and she's got her billfish dance going, because when you use that kind of tackle, that fish is coming to the boat fast.
There it is, blue marlin! The blue marlin! Take it, Timmy! Grab that leader! Grab that leader! Got it! Yeah! The blue marlin!
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Woo!
Yeah, Sammy! Yeah, Sammy! There you go! There you go again!
lot of excitement on that boat. That's a party machine out there on the water. And slinging Sammy, slamming Sammy. What is it? What do we give Hargroder? What do we say?
We got sick work Sammy going there. I once had a comment on one of my shows. They said they couldn't stand that the girls are screaming so loud. Next time maybe I should turn that down. You know what? I say turn it up because I like when those women are screaming on the boat and they're fired up. It just gives you energy. It reinvigorates and just gets you fired up. Sammy.
They did it once again on day 3. I forget that. I need all the screaming, male or female. The only thing we can have more than screaming is what? More cowbell.
That's right. You can never have enough cowbell. I got a prescription the doctor gave me. He goes, the only cure is more cowbell.
Feisty little guys up there. Again, the smaller variety of our billfish that you'll see, but that don't mean that they're not feisty.
No, this is Feisty Spice right here. If she was a Spice Girl, she'd be Feisty Spice.
Feisty Spice.
I love that dance she's doing.
It's like a modification of a pageant wave, isn't it?
I like it. I like it better than dance. I'm not much of a dancer, Robbie. So if I could do the hand thing, you know, while I'm seated, that works best for me. So I'm with you on that one, Sammy. Little white Marlin next to the boat there. John ramming. They already got the leader. Pulling him in. Probably going to pop him off right there. Quick release.
Another day, another catch on the Rebecca, the 63-foot F&S. And Reed Jones does it once again with a sailfish catch. Trying to get that leader. Look at that. He was saying, back it up, Terry.
Back it up, Terry. I'm going into the salon. I'm going to sit down and you just cut that fish off. That's what we do all the time, man. Back it up as far as you can.
Quantified. We saw them on day 1. We saw them on day 2, and they still caught them on day 3. A couple fish catches there.
This is a double. This is a double, no problemo.
Not a problem at all. You see a little over-under there. They had one on, then they got the other. Why not have a triple? Why not have a quad? We haven't seen that yet. Have we seen a triple yet? Maybe.
Yeah, I think we've seen a triple.
Seen one. We still got a lot more seasons still to go.
You got me fired up, Robbie. I'm going to bust out a video tonight where we had 6 striped marlin on at the same time in the back of the cockpit.
Well, you show me.
I'm going to post it tonight.
Let's do it Oak Bluffs. Maybe at Oak Bluffs. We'll see it. Either way, Quantified, just pick it up right where they left off. They won last year, and you know what? They won this year as well. Look at those flags fly.
Just wrapped up the 2023 ECBC. My crew is a group of gangsters in that cockpit that is unmatched by anybody else. I'm telling you, these guys, if I can tell you the amount of work reeks reward, that's what you got right there, and that's why the results are proving themselves right now. Is that the amount of time and effort and the bait rigging and the everything that goes into it, the nights with no sleep, the rough weather, 8-10 foot lightning, thunderstorms, I don't care. There was nobody ever gave me any flack. I never got attitude. We just dug harder and gave results, and that's what just happened.
You know, Robbie, this is a perfect example of the captain giving credit to his crew. It's a symbiotic relationship. Everybody must gel together to go to the top of the leaderboard, just like they did, Quantified with 1,525 points of catch points.
Yeah, and you don't even think about the lightning, the thunderstorms, and the back-to-back-to-back weekends where their worst finish is, yes, a second place. 3 weekends with 3 top 2 finishes, and that's why Quantified is on top of the Sport Fishing Championship. Their best 3 are almost untouchable.